ocean floating on clouds. Beaches in my view. Prayers nights with a drip. Dubai skyline too. Rolex gleaming nights. Models on my line. Escorts in the whip. Living so divine. Cocky with the flex. Asshole on the rise. Calling every move. Genius in disguise. Yeah, Marcus my stage. Always hitting right. Falls a shadow creeping out of my sight. Greedy high, yeah, chasing that lit boom. Lambo skirt, mansion touching the moon. Paris drip, Dubai haze, diamonds flash. Sex with queens, cashing in my stash. Greedy high, straight up, asshole on blast. Genius vibe, know the market's pass. But the falls are ghosts, yo, lurking in the black. Greedy high, setting traps, I can't track. I'm running through the charts, sauce on overload. Escorts in the jet, diamonds on the road. Beaches with the crew, tripping on the green. Cocky with the cause, king of the scene. Yeah, genius delusion, always calling the play. But the crash whispers low, stealing my day. Rolex ticks the hype, models in my trance. Falls a silent blade, cutting my dance. Straight up, portfolio's a throne, I'm too fly. Grease my fuel, watch the market die. Greedy high, yeah, chasing that lit boom. Lambo skirt, mansion touching in the moon. Paris drip, Dubai haze, diamonds flash. Sex with queens, cashing in my stash. Greedy high, straight up, asshole on blast. Genius vibe, know the market's past. But the falls are ghosts, yeah, lurking in the black. Greedy high, setting traps, I can't track. Oh, the drop is hard, shadows in my ride. Tripping on the greed, nowhere to hide. Lambos crash, mansions turn to dust. Models ghost, escorts lose they lust. Yeah, genius, nah, full in the trap. For the flowers off, no cashing back. Why? Every damn time, breeze the reaper, still in my shine. Greedy high, yeah, chasing that lit boom. Lambo skirt, mansion touching the moon. Paris drip, Dubai haze, diamonds flash. Sex with queens, cashing in my stash. Greedy high, straight up, asshole on blast. Genius vibe, know the market's past. But the falls are ghosts, yeah, lurking in the black. Greedy high, setting traps, I can't track. Yeah, fade the beat, crown slips away. Grease my ghost, end of the play. From the high to the crash, a fool's wild tale. Crypto greedy king, destined to fail.
Yo, I had a coin. Let's vent.
Months wasted waiting, all coins on pause. Lost time stacking, opportunities lost. Gains come slow, then they slip away fast. Frustrated as hell, disgusted with the blast. Tired of the grind, exhausted from the chase. Dreams of no debt fade in this empty space. Back sitting heavy, sentiment turns sour. Waiting for the run, hour after hour. Drained from the weight gains, get back the fight. Frustrated soul, tied through the night. Lost time echoes, opportunities ghosts. Disgusted heart, exhausted the most. We chase the moon, but it slips through our hands. All coins tease, breaking all our plans. Corrections hit hard, sentiment flips quick. Gains evaporate, leaving us sick. Back shrink, small dreams on hold again. Exhausted mind, when will it end? Disgusted with the tease, the up and down.
That one's already out there.
Lost gains mock me, driving me insane. Opportunity costs, time I can't reclaim. Frustrated trader, playing this flame. Drained from the weight gains, get back to fight. Frustrated soul, tired through the night. Lost time echoes, opportunities ghosts. Disgusted heart, exhausted the most. We chase the moon, but it slips through our hands. All vacations in bloom, parties popping, fun in the sun, unicorns dancing, Lambos on the run, golden ticket gleams, sunshine through the storm, hope's the anchor, keeping us warm, stacked through the pain.
Ladies and gentlemen, grab your cowbells if you have them. Clear the air. A little cowbell never hurt anybody. I've been advised by our legal department to revise that statement. A little cowbell never hurt anyone who was using it properly. Thank you for your attention. Grab your partner, let's go around the skating ring. Sean, are you ready? Oh, hell no. Your wife said you were a stick in the mud.
I'm surprised she knows what a stick looks like.
That's what she said.
Oh, you suck, road dog.
Check, check. I think we're ready. That means we're just waiting on one person to hit a button. I'm talking about you, Sean.
Oh, me? Oh, right.
Notice how fast he is at hitting that button. He is so gosh darn fast. It's just crazy. Lightning speed. We're already there and back and forth and don't even know it.
Shut up, road dog.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you very much.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, late night. You guys are noisy. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, late night with Road Dog. Late night crypto with Road Dog. Forgot the name of my own show there. I'm so glad to have you here. 19 people hanging out with me right now. I walked in the door. So all day today, man. Oh, climbing the climb, giving it up, looking scary. I don't know. It's gonna roll over. Oh, I'm shorting. There's a lot of people wanting to short down here after a big drop. I never understand. I mean, I understand it because it feels that way, but I don't understand it logically. To say I'm going short here at a bottom area. When we fell and kind of just started catching some ground here. There's a possibility we can go down lower. I'm not saying that, but to open a short down here, instead of waiting for like an area where we start, like even now you'd have a better chance since we lost a trend line here to try to do something, right? And losing some of these moving averages. But it was trying to come up and it's almost starting to look a little bit more hopeful today. And altcoins started rising up again. A few of them started going crazy. Zcash, I'm talking about you, baby. I love you. Tried to short you too, and I had to flip the other way there. She did look like she was coming down, but then she decided to do the total opposite. Kind of like Bitcoin looked like it was going to keep going up, and now it's decided to roll over. I'm here on the 6-minute time frame, and we can see that as it's playing now. It's a beautiful example of what to look for here. With the 5 moving average strategy, we're coming up. It got above the 200. Let's go long. If it can stay there, if you got other moving averages supporting that it might be able to stay there, it looked like it could, but you know, had a chance maybe. But these other bigger moving averages that I use kind of can tell on it, and so I'm still kind of bearish. I'm still bearish. Where are you? 800. Oh, you're hidden over here. 800, 600, 360. That's going to be some downward pressures where we rolled over here or even got up here and rolled over. And this was red line at 120, right at 122,000 is the area of resistance for us. That is our 236 fib for the local pool here that we lost, and it appears that we are bearishly retesting that sucker at the moment. And I was feeling a little bullish. And I still kind of am, though, and that might be surprising. And I know there's calls to, you know, 110, 113, 16, 17, 18, and 19, and they are on the table. They are on the table. But I'm curious about something that's going on the bigger time frames. Yeah. Because if we zoom out from the small stuff, which looks like it inverted head and shoulders, the slanted one if you want to look at it. For me, I don't see, I mean, I used to see that. I used to look at it that way. But if I were going to look at it pattern-wise as anything, it's broadening, right? It's a broadening pattern. It's one of them little boogers, right? If you just go by the outside. It's not sure you can say there's some kind of slanted little, looks like it does resemble an inverted head and shoulders, but they're slanted. Now, if they're slanted this way, it's got a better chance of playing out. I'll be honest with you, because of this bigger pattern shape and slanting down. But if they're slanted up, I wouldn't look for that. But at least it is at a bottom. I see a lot of people looking at these things at tops, expecting them to do miracles, and you know that's just not kind of how they work. We got what we needed out of this one. That's kind of cool. I likes that. Well, if you were to take a measured move of this, what would it look like? We'll go from the bottom here and go up to the top of the thing. We'll put it at the breakout and see, did you meet it? Did not meet it, did it? I only went about a little bit halfway there, didn't it? Yeah, so if you don't understand about measure moves for patterns and that they don't always meet their measure moves, certain patterns can meet those measure moves, but some of them only go a certain percentage. Might I introduce you over to Thomas Bukowski, because he gives you that information. And I don't see it on here, but usually it tells you that the patterns have like a 70, I think it's up here. Percentage meeting price target 57%. Well, it's on this particular, I'm not on that one, but you can go over here and find the percentage. You multiply that by that little line, for instance. And what that means, we had a line, right? Oh my God, we're getting into teach mode. I'll get out. But we had that line to apply 57%. What did you just do? To apply 57% to it, well, you could eyeball it, but you could also use your little fib tool, because it's just nothing but a percentage scale. That's all it is. This is 0 at the bottom, 1 on top. We can come it down to about 57%. This is not the one for this pattern, but that's how you would do it, right? It's closer to the one for this pattern, though. It's not too far off. So you would do something like that to adjust your measure move, and then you're a little bit more accurate if you can do those kind of things. I'm just sharing some information with you you may not be getting from your standard flag guy guru in the mornings. All right, so what are you doing, Bitcoin? Are you bullish? Are you bearish? How you guys feeling today about being bullish or bearish? Let's come over and find out what you guys feel. I'll tell you what I feel. I'm starting to get into the bigger time frames here in just a moment. Make sure my microphone is ash. Obviously says Zcash or Z-Dash, no shorts for you. Not on that one. It looked like it was going to, right? I was, and she didn't. Turkey on strike. Literally says Grizzly Marshmallow. We're giving the turkey a break before Thanksgiving, and just kind of going with the Halloween spirit. So I'm kind of mixing it up, mostly on this face, but I don't know, that Gizmo kind of, he's cute. That's a cute one. I look cute. I'm gonna get the ladies in here if I stay a Gizmo. No voodoo, no hoodoo, just fibs and channels. Fibs and channels work. Well, let me say hello to everybody before we get too deep in the rabbit hole. Maybe I should have went with the Alice in Wonderland theme instead of a Rocky Horror Picture Show kind of. Are you possessed by? Why did you? I scrolled all the way up, and then it brought me all the way back down. What's up with that? So we got Chris Klein in the house, and Chris was first here tonight. Congratulations, my man. Good to have you here, as always. Yeah, that's a blessed day in the neighborhood. 26 people hanging out with me right now. Floki's Angel says, hey, dog, I love your show, and I love that comment. We got a thing going on. I'm just saying. That comment comes up, and it gets claps. Just the way it's always going to be. I'm just saying. And Floki's was second. There we got 505 Colt. How's it going, my man? The effing man. Thank you so much for being out here, hanging out with me tonight. Glad to have you guys here. I might not be able to see everybody here. I'm trying to say hello to everybody that I can. And we got Strega in the house. Strega right there. Yep. The older it gets, the better it is. That's what they say. Strega Reserve. Mm-hmm. And let's scroll on down here. We got bullets on parade. Doug, can you look at Neural AI? I wrote it down, and while I'm sitting here thinking about this and blabbing while we get to the show, it's 15 minutes. I'm keeping track of my time. I'm trying to keep this on point tonight. And let me put my marker in the chat. So there should be a marker comes up, and I will look under there for any coin requests, because I may miss them somewhere in the chat and may not see that you asked or anything like that. Unless it's like a super chat or something like that, I can mostly see those. like got a little alien that pops up. I need to change that. I need to put Sean up there doing something stupid. Shut up, Road Dog. And we got Ave Medina. How's it going, Ave? Ave says, baby boomers. Oh, I can't read it because there's an arrow in my way. That's what I don't like about this thing. And now I gotta scroll up and find it again. Now I lost it. Baby boomers are buying my Bitcoin. I told Granny to buy and she thought I was crazy. Buying high again. Well, I wonder how low Bitcoin will go in this bear market that we will have coming up. Because my anticipation, well, usually there's a general rule of thumb with Bitcoin that so far is basically held up. It broke a little bit this last bottom, just a little bit, but generally your cycle low will be right around your last cycle tops. And that's been true for the last couple of cycles here, right? Really, pretty much close, really close to being spot on. So our last in 2017, we were around 14 to 18,000, right through there, almost 20,000, but around 18. Well, I thought maybe it'd come down to 18, but it went down to 15. That was a wick. I don't know. Maybe that counts. Maybe we should consider that when it comes to that. But we came down to our top area, and that was our bottom this time. And I was like, oh, damn! Wish I had more money. And and the rest is history. So, and then our last cycle, our top is what, about 65 or 60,000, whatever. So it's likely that our bottom for this next cycle may just be somewhere around 60. Maybe we go down to 55,000. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe we'll just hang around 60 or 65,000. So that's kind of interesting. That would mean, if that happens, wouldn't that be cool? Because if you bought the very top, the last cycle, and then possibility that the next cycle, that very top, it would be the very bottom. And so you bought the bottom. You just bought it 2 cycles too early. I'm going down rabbit holes. There's Joe from Trade Intuition. Give Joe a shout out here. Also, meet Damien. I don't know if he's here, but meet Damien, someone also that likes to show up. Another YouTuber here on the stream that streams daily. I'm just refreshing it. Got 464 subscribers there. Small channel. Hard to grow these channels when you're first starting out. It takes a little time, but it helps if you got somebody that kind of spreads the word, and that's what I'm trying to do right here. Good alpha over here, and also on Joe's channel. And Joe, you're not there anymore. What happened? Joe disappeared. Oh, I thought it. Oh, there you are. There you are. Wow, I thought you left. There's Joe. Serious thinking right there. Trade Intuition Crypto Analyst. You thought I was going to say analyst, didn't you? I thought I was going to say it too, but I didn't. All right, so we're just being silly. Let me come back to the chat here real quick. And we got Dave P in the house. Hey, Dave, how's it going? Good to see you. And 505 Cult says, yes, the best crypto trading show is on, and the music is out of control. I love it. Oh, thank you for hanging out. And I think I might have got everybody that said anything anyway here in the chat. Glittering Marshmallow, always good to see you. Oh, hey, and it's Remy No Limits. Can you look at George Plays look at Clash or whatever? Okay, we'll take a look at that. 1 2 1 2. Uno uno. Nanu nanu. And we got Mitchellsburg. Hey, did I say that right? Mitchell Cyberg. Anyone taking longs here? I did. I wasn't a long, but I think I'm pretty sure I'm stopped out. I don't know. I got to see. I was longing when we were moving up, and even with some altcoin plays. And I've got some really tight stop loss and layered stop losses, so I'm sure if we're having to pull back, some of those might be getting hit. But hey, it was worth taking a chance there. If we were to come up past this little red line, things would have been looking kind of groovy and kind of be feeling like I missed out on something. So I do a little front running because I didn't make my move right down here. I wanted to, but I was feeling biased and just wait for you to roll over again, and you just keep rolling over. And so I guess I was in that mood at that point, and that I missed my little X area to get in, which was right over here after we got past that 236 fib area. That's when I started looking a little bit more, and you can start getting past the purple line. I'm like, you trying to do something. Saw a little bottoming patterns form, so started riding in for some. I got in on my spot margin. Also, because, well, that's my biggest thing. But I've got stops layered just in case she wants to roll over and not continue to go up, just in case. But we can make an argument that, is this a bottom? Did we bottom, or we still got some more to go? We'll look at that aspect in just a few minutes as soon as we get through over here. And let me come back to the chat. So we're going to look at Clash. Avi says, I'm so worried about the turkey. It's been how many days? Been a lot of days. Getting turkey withdrawal, huh? Jackson, can we please chart Tau? We'll take a look at Tau. Jack of all trades. Good to see ya. And we got Audencio Tovar Sardana. I said it wrong. And oops, I scrolled up above that. And I guess that was probably showing something. It got looks like they got deleted there. That will happen if you're showing a coin or something. That's or some kind of scammy kind of project. We've been really fortunate on the stream not to have to deal with that kind of stuff. And of course I get it in the comments on the videos like, here's my seed phrase, can you help me with this question? I wonder what their statistics are like when their boss comes through your performance report, your scamming abilities, you've not got as many hooks as you've been getting. You need to spiff it up. I mean, people aren't falling for the same thing, that's the same scam that's been going on for the past couple of years. Here's my wallet seed phrase. Warthog Thunderbolt, Gizmo is cool. Maybe try a Herman Munster. I hadn't found one. That would be really cool. I do have a Frankenstein, but like a new filter face every night. If at one point I could do that, but I had a glitch and I had to reset some stuff, so I would have to take I might try to take some time to set that up, see if I can get some more set up there. The aliens are here. Well, did they ever leave? Have they been here all the whole time? That's the questions I'm pondering on. Are they the Nephilim? I'm just saying. It's Remy No Limit. Can you look up? Okay, I feel like a deja vu. Oh, it's because it's being repeated. Okay. Okay. That messed with me. That did. I was like, wait a minute, I've been here before. So here we are. Let's take a look at Bitcoin first. The indices, and I'll start getting into the altcoins. I'll go over some that I've got written down first, and then I'll start getting into the requests there. And we'll proceed from here. We lost the trend line. It was kind of a wild trend line. It's hard to get a good trend line when you got one of them V-shaped kind of recoveries. And what's going on now, baby? What you doing? What you doing over here? What's this red? Oh, that's local, isn't it? So that should be our 0.5 Fibonacci. I just can't remember from where. I feel like my battery, my mouse is getting weak. Swing low to swing high. Well, now we are at the 382 fib for this little local thing here. Okay, that's cool. No, I didn't check what I needed to check though. I was trying to check this. So if I go swing high to swing low, I want to see how we react to the 0.5. We got rejected there, so there is a chance that we could be coming down here. It is still on the table. We could see 117. It's not off the table. One thing that I was kind of wondering about was, you know, we came down here and got all bullish all of a sudden, and yay to the upside. Well, actually, the upside dude was actually going short. That's a. I hate to say that. I don't know. He's a good buy signal. When he shorts to the bottom, it's a good buy signal for some of those people. But we could be rolling over, and now we could be coming down, or we could be looking for a higher low. We got several different situations that could be happening here. So we're going to take a look at some of this. Let me get that little guy up here. We're on a small time frame doing small patterns within the bigger thing, and it's always better to zoom out. Notice the roundiness that we've got over this top. Now, a lot of people are afraid of that, but I'm not. Now, usually what I've seen is they come down to a certain extent. Usually, I mean, I can see it come down about halfway, and that, of course, would be about that 117 area. And then they can get a second win and just bing and go start shooting off. So it's not like the rounded bottom, that not necessarily like the rounded bottom just keeps on going and then picks up speed. It reaches a lot of times. The rounding tops will reach a point and then it's like a little check mark. They can come. Oh snap! Let me zoom out and get over here. Are we on country music again? I meant to change. That's what I didn't do before the stream. Let's change the music there. How about you? All right, so what we were looking at the roundiness here on the smaller time frames here. So that's kind of cool. Okay, so here's one thing about these moving averages and everything. This is what I'm getting. On the bigger time frames, the moving averages are still good. Now, they might be rolling over. They could, if we continue bearish, they will eventually roll over just like the smaller ones will. But we saw the smaller time frames roll over, and it grows. If you're looking at multiple time frames, you can kind of follow this, right? And here on the 5 minute, they all recently flipped over. You can see orange on the bottom, orange, red, purple, yellow, and then now we're reverse order, right? Flipping over. And that's bearish, right? But the thing about it is, on the smaller time frames, they flip-flop a lot, right? On the bigger time frames, they don't flip-flop as much. So it gets to a point where it doesn't affect the bigger time frames, is what I'm trying to say. And 15 minute, we lost the 800. Oh man, that sucks. But here on just a few more minutes up on the 24 minutes, what I'm looking at, we bounced off of Miss Lucy. I would pay attention to this one. This is a pretty decent time frame to look at too, I found. Reacts well with moving averages and everything too. And we might come back and talk to her again, or we might come down to the 800. We don't know. We just don't know yet. At least not by the moving average. But I will tell you that the momentum is still there. And until we get a bearish cross, it would take a drop down to kind of pull these things down more. It looks like the 200 is closing in on this, like it wants to roll over. It may not, right? Bump it up to the 36 minute, and looky here, this is a bullish cross here. That's a good thing. The red line crossing over, the 600 crossing over the 800, that's awesome. This one says, man, we keep losing this line. We probably are coming down here. So I still see some things pointing toward 117 though. So we still got some things pointing to 117. But look here, the 200 is still up here. It hasn't crossed yet. Maybe by the time we get here, it might be thinking about it, on this particular time frame. Or it might be just enough to pull us up because we haven't got the other bearish crosses yet, like the 50. 50 crossing over this guy will definitely give us a little push to the downside. Maybe we can avoid it. I don't know. Here's the death cross about to happen on the 1 hour. Uh-oh. Thumb, thumb, thumb. I'm not really liking that. Not really liking that. But I've got fib areas. We had this one. It kind of fell below and didn't, it acted kind of weird. Just to be honest with you, it just acted kind of weird. I got up above it, got below it, and then we didn't come down and actually touch this fib. So I'm going to have to re-examine these fibs. These are the local ones, but the bigger ones may tell a darker story. All right, 4 hour moving averages look good down here, right? I mean, the only problem is they're down here with the cheap prices. The cheap prices headed into a cloud. That's a little bearish on any time frame heading into a cloud like that. And if we lose the 50, the next one we're looking at is the 100, which is down here around 117. So again, another chart telling us as we're working up instead of working down, that's kind of fast backwards. Here on the 8 hour, we just now got our cross of the 9 over the 21. It says, that's the first sign of uh-oh. I mean, we could recover, could hang out here and try to recover, but if we do lose the 21, we're looking for the 50, which is, again, here at 117. 200's all the way down here at 115. That would suck. But I think the most interesting ones to look at are getting around here toward the daily and the weekly. And actually, you know what? I'm just going to take... I don't want to erase everything. Well, I could. Let's just do it with a fresh chart. We erased this one last night anyway. You can see a little bit better here on the daily. We haven't confirmed losing the 9 yet. Open a candle below the 9 moving average will confirm that. That would be bearish. We've actually still got a chance tonight to recover that. I mean, for real, and possibly even tomorrow. So there's a little bit of hopium. There's also there's some other trendline ideas that don't let us quite get down there. Not as solid though. And of course, we were looking at this idea last night. So it doesn't have to come too far, but that's still around 117, right? And coming back down to test this support. So again, a lot of places, a lot of things are hinting toward 117 there. But here's what I find interesting. It is this daily or 3-day chart.
Baller alert.
Now let's zoom out and look at this one, okay? Because this one's fun. You see that you see this cloud? That cloud is itching to do something. That cloud is I'm just going, she's horny. It's a horny cloud right here. That's the only way I can describe it. It's wanting something. We got our 9 moving average also down here at 117. You know, it's common for us to come back and touch that 9 moving average, especially on these bigger time frames. I love to see it when we're above the 9, because that means we're in a nice strong ass trend when we're riding above a 9 moving average. I love to see it get above the 9. So it says that, but look at this cloud. That's bullish. There's a good chance we could just bounce our little happy asses right here at 117 and then go for it. So my thing that I was looking for when I did that I was looking for was if we took the whole move here from the bottom, remember that $15,000 area or whatever that we were at before, coming up to our top, and we got these bigger ass moving averages over here, right? Or not moving averages, but fib areas, which I would normally be looking for. That looks scary AF, but it's kind of, perhaps this is not a top, or is it? Is it the final top? I can't imagine coming back down to 84. It could happen. Damn, I can't. Oh, I wouldn't even try to talk about going this way. I'm trying to squeeze this. I'm cutting through some things here, I believe. And extend that trend line. And where do you point to? We could see you. 103. 236 area 84. That's kind of at this phase in the market, I wouldn't see that. But there's this one idea that 100,000 is still on the table if we need to get a good retrace from a top. So I want to keep that little guy on the table. And that is at our 3-day chart, 100 moving average. But here's something I want to share with you about this little guy. Look how bullish this MACD looks. It's just slow it down a little bit, but she hadn't given us a great candle yet, or a light blue one. Oh, you are slowing down a little bit, aren't you? I'm sorry. I thought, was it the 2-day? I'm switching over to the weekly right now, people. And again, back looking at the cloud. Looks beautiful. We still in a strong move. The moving average is over here, the 9, that little green one there. We were dipping down, remember, and we lost it and everything. She did duck lips. That's bullish, and we're above that moving average. If you ask me, considering that we got the duck lips thing, or the hairy dolphin is what it looks like, you look like a porcupine dolphin. The moving average are shaped like a porpoise, but then we got all this fuzzy South American feather dress, a hat on it. I don't know. That's around 115 if we come back through this area. Just come back to the area to retest it. We got a nice little candle open on the weekly, well above that. I mean, well above that little non-moving average. Not well above, but above it, definitely. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let me turn on the regular candles and see what that looks like. There you are. Might you think we might be coming back, maybe to touch it, we like to touch it for some reason. These candles on the weekly like to touch the 9 moving average, just to wick down to it and bounce just little happy asses off of it. Pretty common, especially when we start getting up to these areas, right? Might that happen again? That could be 115. I would imagine that if they brought us down to this area, that everybody would be scared, and there'd be that one little day where they try to drive you up a little bit and then take you down there, and then we come back up or something crazy. We might be seeing that some point in, I don't know, if it might be October or November. Who knows? Gosh, I hope it's not November. That means we'll be hanging around here all damn month. And that just ain't what we need to do, people. This is the last leg of the market. It's time for us to be going up. Time for us to be going up here. All right, so this is our local leg from 108. This is where the fib should be being respected. And okay, and what was the same damn thing? So it did come right down. It did come down and wick already to that 382 area. Is that enough to satisfy it, or do we need to come down here again? And I guess that's what we're trying to figure out today, because that could have satisfied us, right? What we're looking for right now, if we can, if we're going to continue upward, we need to bounce from one of these two levels. I mean, for a nice strong move, like we you know, an October type of month that we want, this is the level that we want to bounce from right here. Is that 119? And there's a scenario where we could. There is. We got our 50 moving average right there. We can bounce off that little baby and keep on going. But the bigger time frames kind of hitting that maybe we might pull back, unless we catch something here. So what do you guys think? You think we're coming back to 117, or you think there might be a little small chance we do a little catching here? And again, when we follow trend lines, drawing those little trend lines, we can see that we are at resistance areas. If we take that little angle and apply it down here, we've also got a scenario where we could be following this little channel down to those areas at 116, 117 too, right? And then we would be testing the 100 moving average on this particular chart. I'm on the what is it? The 6 hour. I don't usually use this one. It just happened to be there. I usually use the 4 hour, and I think that's a good one to look at. It looks a little more scary. It looks like it's saying this one is definitely on the radar here. Look at how these moving averages are starting to roll over there. So the idea of bouncing at 119, are you saying that's not going to work out? Is that what you're saying? It's going to try to make it look like it then, I believe. She's trying to look a little bit funky over here, right? And now I'm back to the tiny 6-minute time frame here. And the little rollover happening right underneath the 200 moving average. So will it make a higher low, or will it continue on down? Actually, no. just a moment here. Are you the... What are you? You're a 2. I would look for a 2 too. Oh, that's interesting. I do think we'll get some kind of reaction down here at 119.5. Maybe it'll come down here, bounce for a minute, look a little hopeful again or something like that. Because we just didn't really nail that fib yet. And I think we'll spend some time there playing with it like we did with the other one over here that didn't hold eventually, right? Wow. All right, ladies and gentlemen, while we try to figure out what Bitcoin is going to do over the next few days, as we're going into a weekend when it's prime times for the whales to start playing whale games, the sad thing about it is that when Bitcoin starts rolling over and going down, it has a tendency to drag altcoins with it. Especially, now we don't like to see Bitcoin go down when Bitcoin dominance is going up, because that doesn't help us out at all. So, and is that what's happening now, or are we starting to come down on Bitcoin? We're starting to come down on Bitcoin dominance now since Bitcoin's falling. That's good, okay? It would be horrible if this continued up while Bitcoin was falling, because by our little cheat sheet chart over here, that doesn't work out good. That's if dominance goes up and Bitcoin goes down, then alts have a tendency to just dump, and I think that's a little bit what we saw last night. However, some of these altcoins, some of them are being anomalous here, and they're doing some things. I'm talking, oh my God, 235 Zcash? Do you understand? I mean, part of the reason why that we've got this craze for Zcash and some one privacy issues is that little narrative's picking up some speed right now. Because a lot of the little privacy things are moving. Even Horizons move. Oh, Mix, are you going up? Good, you need to, MYX. But Zcash has been my little baby. I've been loving this one. Trying to hold on to as much as I can, but I got to take profits too. And I keep trying to circulate. And luckily, she's not dumped on me, or too bad. She went down to 140. Man, that was a time to stack back up. Where did we look at you on, we've got our target up here at 243 that we seem to be heading to. Sounds beautiful for Zcash. I'm going to zoom out. This is on KuCoin chart. And I'm not sure when I did this chart. This might have been the one we looked at recently. I don't remember looking at this one recently. Not this particular one. Randy. Would I have looked at Bybit? Well, I would have, but in a long time ago. Would I have looked at MXC? Apparently, fibbing it out. Oh, you had a... She's at a 1618 already. And of course, we got... Here we go. And okay. I think this is the most recent one we were looking at. Yeah, because I remember doing arrows. Okay, so this is the most recent one. And still, same target, 245 seems to be coming. Oh, nice. We're at 233 right now, huh? That target is a 786 of this, but it doesn't mean... Now we got to put our big boy pants on. Let's just see. It says since you decided to do it, the big boy pants say we're approaching the 618. Now that gives us another target over here. We might, I would expect that there would be probably a sell off here at what? Oh, 236? 236 is, that's where we're at now though. I'm on the daily. This might be the profit taking place right here. Let me throw this target up here. If we can get past it, then we're looking at 295. I wonder if she'll continue that straight line up. That's crazy to see how this worked out. Let me kind of spread this out on the daily. I don't guess we need any of this stuff anymore. That was if it were to come down, and it did not come down that far. It just went to that one. Found support there, blah, blah, blah. Oh, want to erase their fibs? Don't want to erase her fibs. This Ichimoku Cloud still looks like she's got a lot of fight in her. If I'm looking at, wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, that should be a 5. All right, so let's come down and I'm gonna get rid of the Fibonacci. Are you getting tired yet? I guess that's what we need to ask. Now we got to do this with our trend line, and we see that you're breaking out. You're breaking out of that channel bullishly. If it gets rejected here, you could see an argument where she could get rejected and come back, especially if Bitcoin's going to dump and bring all coins down. We could see that, but man, the Ichimoku Cloud's not showing any signs of it. No, I'm not seeing a big fat cloud that we're trying to get near or anything, so I'm wondering. But you can see a scenario where we come back here. If we did, we could drop back down. And where will we come back? 170, not too bad. Amazing, amazing. I'm gonna have to start putting some stop losses up there so I can make sure I'm getting paid here. But as we're coming down to the smaller time frames, man, she just don't look like she's stopping, does it? Not yet, not on the 1 hour, but I bet if we start getting down to about the 5 minute or something, here we're on the 15 minute, starting to see a little candle. Still above the 9, so we are at the area. You still are bullish. You do. You know you do. If you pull back, where do you pull back to here? About 220. And I'm down to the 6 minute time frame here, and I until she breaks a trend line, I can't bitch about it. But that's exactly what I would watch right here. Where have we got? 231. I might need to take care of a thing or two here. Said I gotta watch my position. I've also got a perpetual futures thing going on over here. Zcast, it's up. Oh, cool. We'll share you with the group. It's up a little bit more. I shared it. I haven't closed it out, but I may be looking at. I'm going to take some profits right now. Right now. I'm up $91 on this trade. Well, I put $221 in it. I'm up 91, 50%. I'm going to close. You know what? I'm closing half of it. A lot of times I'd be tempted just to go 25%. And we're going to put our stop losses. I'm going to put my stop loss right down here, about 226. Oh, I'm almost there. Well, I guess I can. All right, at 226. And then I'll be stopped out with profit. And the profit that I took already. So it's a winning trade. And let's come over here. I just sitting here blabbing off. And there we go. That's what I got. Looks like my average entry is about 221. So if we're headed back there, I don't want to give up all that gains, right? I gotta lock some of it in. And earlier I posted over here that it was 34%. I guess I can delete that now. That was just a. All right, so Zcash and watch her. She may just keep on pumping. Keep on pumping. We still have that 245 target on one area, 242 on this chart, and then 295 if we can get up there. I wouldn't doubt that we will see that happen at some point. Zcash, the reason I alluded to this earlier, one of the reasons why we can see the numbers like this out of this coin is because of the tokenomics. And we looked at that last night, and I want to kind of drive that home again tonight. If you get into projects, this is why I got into it, because it has only 21 million maximum supply. That means numbers can go up a lot easier because supply demand. But when you got a token that's got a total supply of 420 billion, dude, because we're cool, they move like molasses. At some point, they'll have their little bumps, but then they will just kind of just dry up for a longest time. And all the time, it's a clever mechanism to throw money out into the market. Okay, let's explain how this works. Okay, do I need a chart to do this? There's coins being released for staking or unlocked vesting schedules or whatever. There's token unlocks that are coming out, right? and it's graduated, but it's the old frog in the boiling water scenario. You're sitting there hanging around looking at price while all these tokens are being dumped in on you, and you're just kind of hanging around here, 7 cents, whatever you're saying, like, you know, Casper or something like that, even though Casper's proof of work, or I'm just using it. But you got one to just take because it's got a lot of tokens, or Cardano. Pick anyone that's got the billions, like 40 billion tokens. Yeah, 10 billion tokens. Yeah, they get to that point. That's why I don't like them that much. But I do like the ones that only have like 21 million or under a billion. Yeah, something like that. Then you can get some traction out of them things, right? And you can see them pop off, and they will if they got a good use case. You got all these coins that don't have a good use case with billions of coins out there going, and you wonder why we're not making it, why crypto is so lackluster. Well, they're not working with much on some of those, right? But anyway, 21 million. That's the point behind Zcash, and she's a doing good, and she may continue on up. I doubt it, but you might. Ichimoku Cloud says, "Hey baby, I still want to rock your world," and 618 saying, "You need to pull back, baby. You just need to take a break." So we'll see. We'll let them figure that out, but she's got a nice curving action, and maybe that momentum will continue. I was where were you? Was it here? No, it was here. No, it wasn't that low. It picked me. I was on a. I guess I wasn't looking at you. I think it was here. Yeah, it was here where it got me. It was about 212 or something like that, and it started coming down. And I started short. Yeah, it was here. I started shorting here, if you can see it, because you know it broke the trend line. It broke the trend line right there for the flag to the upside, and it came down right. And then. I'm looking back and I'm like, oh my God, she broke out. I thought I was in a short and everything. It took it forever to go, and I was like, oh my gosh, is it ever going to do anything? And then it got into profit, and then I look back and then I'm in drawdown. I'm like, what the hell? And I saw, no, I got to flip the other way. And I'm glad that I did. Because she broke that trend line and went up there, so that's what we got going on for yet anyway. Now she's breaking this trend line, so that means appropriate action needs to be taken, ladies and gentlemen. She might catch and do a little bit more, but appropriate action needs to be taken when you break a trend line. Okay, so not only is Zcash doing good, but you also got Zen. This is Horizon. Now, they have an ETF fund on this one. It was hanging around in this juicy little box down here. As low as $9, $9 to $10 even. Even $10 look like it's too high. Oh, what? $10? It's on a flag to the upside. And if you buy a flag near a bottom, or near a bottom area, you might catch a little something. But if you buying the flags after they've already been 2 or 3 flags in the process, you'll probably get caught. So $15 is our next major target that we seem to be trying to head straight to. That's our major 236 fib area. Notice how the 236 fib strategy that we use, you just see me kind of scale down and draw that red line. Notice how it works, right? Look at the results that we got. We got reaction at that, right? A little pullback, and then we blasted through it. That's the bullish scenario. The bear scenario would be, you know, we can come back and chill out for a while. This was a 618. That's the reaction we got from it. This was a 236. Yeah, from layering in. So just trying to show you the strategies that we do here as they come about, how effective that they are. This is trade setup, which that worked. This was, we were playing, I remember that. This was an AB equals CD move that we did right here, right? No, it wasn't. No, we just did the, it was a straight up breakout from down here. $7. So if you were here at the show and you said, hey man, I'd like to take a try on something like Zen. It resonates with me, and you got in somewhere around there. And if you took profits over here, you have 62% gains. If you still got a little bit of that left, then it's up moonbag territory, 97%. Amazing! My bags are so happy. My bags are happy. These bags are happy anyway. So is it kind of weird that these guys are popping off and all the other coins are looking like death warmed over in some cases? This is Zen. I want to look at the tokenomics on Zen. Do you notice anything familiar? Over here, there's 21 million of these coins, right? 21 million. 17 million in circulation. Tokenomics matter. Tokenomics matter. And we've talked about that for a long time. Why I like certain ones that I do, even if they're a boomer coin. They don't seem so boomer today, do they? And we pull our bigger targets out here, and as soon as we get out of this little area, and we may not, maybe it bumps his head here and needs to travel back, or maybe it's going to do something kind of like, what is it? Zcash is doing. Maybe it's that little sucker's just going to keep going for a minute and break out of its zone, and then we can start looking at $21 out of this. Pretty good from down here. Now that we see what things look like when they leave a bottom, the bottoms don't look as scary anymore. At least they shouldn't. Man, that's a wild looking bottom. That was like a reverse Dirty Sanchez, or what I call a Dirty Sanchez. My Dirty Sanchez looks like it slants down like a flying nun head. I don't never seen you do that. Reverse. That's just something I've been watching for a while. You get weird. It's just a weird shape, right? It's a weird type of double bottom. It still is a double bottom, no matter how you want to break it down, call it, and name it or whatever. It's still going to act as a double bottom. As soon as we clear this little line here, it's go time, and you got to measure move. And that measured move, my darlings, would take us over here to about $18 out of this little guy. There's a bonus target right there. Can we do it? Can we get there? Maybe not all in one swoop, but hey man, we can always hope, right? But putting on our big boy pants here and looking at this is down where nobody wants to touch it. No, oh man, how many times have I heard somebody on YouTube say this? This made a lower low. Well, I've said it myself too. You got to be cautious, but the bottoms are when you see something, maybe you need to pay attention to it when you get down and things look ugly and disgusting, right? Check them out. See if she got down to bottom territory in a fib. She nailed that 1.414. Yeehaw! And imagine if you had a scenario like that, if you're looking like that and you took a chance and you knew what to check for to see if something was at a bottom and some other things. Okay. You take a little chance at 640 something. What if you did get a bottom up to where it is? Oh my gosh, what is it? I couldn't even draw you up there. 133%. Took a while, but I'm just saying. Now we got this and breakout, and that looks very familiar. Same thing we saw with Zcash, right? Nice. Here's another one. This one's called Dash. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. And now it went up to $45. It's sitting at 41 now. Where did I probably would have charted you here, but no, I got nothing. Yeah, now zoom out. Oh, I know we looked at Dash somewhere. Was it Perps? Nope. Was it what is that? Would I have looked at it? I would have picked one of these over here. Well, we're going to look at it here on Coinbase. I know we charted this and I want to see those charts. But Dash was one, also one of those privacy kind of coins. It related there. We talked about before, it used to be dark coin. 477 peaked out, right? She can do some damage. What's the deal with Dash? The deal with Dash is that it's got 18 million coins. See what we're getting at? It's still early for Dash. It's still early for Dash. How do you know, Road Dog? How do you know? Well, I'm going to come out to this little high we had here in November 2021. I want to pull my fibs up. And you see where that red line is? technically beneath that red line, beneath $73 is still a gorgeous place to buy it. I know it doesn't sound right. It sounds kind of icky considering we're at $42 right now. We go from swing high to swing low from back here where we were in December. A little bit more local, right? Yeah, the best place to get it when it was under $32, and it was for a while. It was under $25 for the longest, but now it's not. And now this is the famous, below the 236 fib area right here. This is the famous woulda, coulda, shoulda bought more coins there. Wish I bought more zone. This is known as the wish I'd bought more zone, and that's where we hang out. Nobody wants to get into it, and you're tired of it. And it takes patience. It went from all pretty much we got down here what in March through September, patience, and then boom. Now it's go time. $73 target. I like that. Actually, there's bigger targets to go from that. If she's already done this, if we're making her move, she needs to make a higher high. We need to get above $74. I would at least be looking at this little guy. 79. That would be a nice one. I don't know if they'll go straight up for that, but we should be starting working our little way up there. So Dash is another one that's looking kind of cool. And there are several more, but that are related to well, Litecoin. When you guys mentioned Litecoin earlier, right? So I think Chris Klein don't pay Litecoin. Let's take a look at Litecoin right here. One of these old boomer ones. So it's starting to move. Not like Zen or anything like that. I'm on the daily chart. I was on the daily for them too. Oh, parabolic, lost it, testing it. So we're looking at about 139 and then see what happens. For some reason, I think this dotted trend line I got here, what'd I do there? Put that back. Don't need you though. So this green, we don't need you anymore, do we? We do need one here. We need a trend line right under there so that we know when to get the hell out. When we break a trend line, we take action. When we break the trend line, we take action. Until then, we just keep following trend lines right on the underside. And as long as it stays above the trend line that we draw, we don't have to take action. However, this dotted one, I'm curious. I'm going to leave that on there just to see what kind of reaction that we get to this. Will you have curved? Will it be curved action? I want to see. It could be. This is kind of curved. Litecoin. She's ready to rock and roll. This one goes to 11. I got to say, I can't much bitch about that. AB equals CD. I'm just going to do it the old ghetto way. Yeah, 139 right there in that area. 140. Are we headed to 140 for Litecoin? Can we get higher? Might be a pullback there, but I would like to see you get higher than that, though. Really. Oh, Confluence 113. Let's put our bonus target up here, but I don't. This is not the main one I'm expecting to get hit, but I am seeing a lot of stuff pointing at this one. It's right at 138. Right at 138, 139, right there. That just moved the line. So Litecoin. Let's see if we can nail that target. I'd like to see you go above. I won't be mad at you. I won't be mad at you. I guess our higher target's 157, 164 that we could see eventually, but whether this move will nail it or not, we're headed toward the weekend and we're going to have all that and whatever Bitcoin's doing. And what are you doing, Bitcoin? Are you hanging out? Look at you catching some traction here. What are you doing over here? What did we do, Bitcoin? What did we do? Did you come down to my little line and oh, look, we nailed it. This is on the 6-minute time. This is the same chart, isn't it? No, it's not what I thought it did. I was looking at something else there. But you did nail that, whatever that is. I don't know. That's not what I thought it was, people. But we did catch some traction here for our local fib, 382. That's hopeful. That is good. So we lost. Okay, so let's break down what happened here. Maybe this can help you if you're in a situation like this, right? We've got some hopium. I don't know if it's going to play out, but right now there's some hopium because she's refusing to go down. we got rejected at the 0.5, right? That signals, oh man, the basement door could be wide open for us to fall down the stairs and go down there. But instead of us falling down or even coming down here, we're attempting to make a higher low. It's very curious at where we're trying to make this higher low because it is a 382 Fibonacci. Yes. So instead of looking for a measured move that will take us down to here, there's a possibility that instead, my dears, we're looking for a measured move that could be taking us up to here. At 123. Now that would be technically a lower low. Let me get rid of this guy. I mean, he's a possibility, but he's not our main possibility. We'll put him there. I don't even think we need to put him at all. That target would be 117 that we've had plenty of confluence on, right? So that would spell the path to 117. Have we dodged the path to 117 in favor of 123, or at least short term anyway, right? That's the question I want to know. That's been what we wanted to find out all night. Nice bounce off of 119,692. I got a dotted line. I can't remember. It looks like I put them over here. So did we nail it? It might have nailed it. This is just a fib. It's just a fib, but it actually respected that one better on this chart than on my other chart. And now one of the beautiful things, since let me put I like to make my measured moves blue so I won't think that they're a trend line. Oh look, a blue trend line. Well, that just confuses everything. Oh, we gotta switch it back. So we got a lower high. Now we can get a trend line, right? So we got something going on there. Let us zoom out and see what kind of shape other than the roundy shape that we've got here. I feel like I'm getting too many lines over here. So we got this, and if we go to and we've also got how would you say it? Would you say channel? Would you squeeze it? You could be squeezing it. A lot of people would probably squeeze it like that. I think a lot of people do look at it that way. And that's legit. That's from here to here, and then and it is squeezing. Yeah. So a falling wedgie, and if it's not going to come down all the way down to the bottom here and even do a double bottom, because that was one of the scenarios we could be looking at, right? We could be coming down here and then coming back up, and that would fit perfect with this pattern too, or some kind of head and shoulders. They like to do those a lot too sometimes around here. I'm on the 2 hour time frame, and let me come down to the 1. Let's get some more noise in here, some more candles. Death cross. Interesting that you're catching and you got a death cross. 100 is still above the 200. Moving averages has still got some work. Ichimoku cloud does not look that happy. It was an interesting place to bounce. We got a target if it wants to go there. If we can maintain it, it can still go up here, and it can still be a lower high though. So that might be kind of what we're doing, is coming up just to make a lower high, and that would suck. We gotta knock out a high though. That's what we gotta see. We gotta see price come up and take out a high, and then put in a higher low. And until they would get that, we gotta assume that we're just going to keep printing lower lows. But it's interesting to watch it try, right? She's trying. I gotta give you props, Bitcoin, for trying. Maybe it's just the market maker is just trying to fool us all and get us all enticed. Come on, boys, the water's fine. Jump on in, put it all in. Hey, there's something up on my screen. It's been there all night. My bad. I'm sorry. I just now saw it. If I'd been in the chat, I probably would have seen that earlier. But hopefully you guys have been able to see the charts. This is we had to take it off. Is that it? Yeah, there it is. My bad. Let me come back over to the chat and see how much you guys were cussing me out over all that stuff. Hey, Anita Cho says, I'm back from Hong Kong and Japan trip. Oh, awesome. Did you enjoy it? Did you like it? Have fun? I think Japan would be awesome. Hong Kong would be cool too. Anita Show says, oh, I just noticed your eyes glow red. Yeah, they do sometimes. Well, I'm doing this face for October, mostly for Halloween. We're giving the turkey a little rest, but I'm changing it up. I got a Gizmo, too. You hadn't seen Gizmo? Gizmo's so cute. How long have we been going? An hour and 9 minutes. Avi says, I think I need some more cowbell. Well, I think I've got you taken care of. All right, we can get the old cowboy. The old Tractor Supply cowbell. I took its dingleberry out. It's been neutered. Perhaps it's pissed off about that. I guess I would be. JP! Uniswap breaking up? Oh no! After the latest album? Man. Uniswap's greatest hits. Better enjoy it now. Uniswap's breaking up. Well, I'm bummed. Let's take a look at Uniswap. Uniswap. Why is you leaving us, darling? Don't leave us. Ooh, look at you go. Baby, I'm so glad I went hard on you. I went hard on some of these altcoins before the stream tonight. Because they look like they might be able to try to do something without me, and I put my stop losses. That's why I said I might be getting stopped out on some things, and hopefully it doesn't look like Uniswap got me. It don't look like she got me. And layered stop losses, I've been using those a lot more, and they've been really helping me control my risk really well. Because I woke up to this morning, man, my Bitcoin position was almost all stopped out. I was like, oh my God. I kind of overdid it, but then I was happy. It was like, man, I missed whatever, all that crap that happened. And a lot of my altcoins got stopped out. I mean, woo, almost wiped out, you know. I'm not used to stopping out my whole positions or that much of my positions, but I'm liking it. I'm liking it. And it gave me some opportunity that I'm not used to having as much. It's just so dang many things I just got to take care of all those positions though. I will never do that again. I've said that before. No. So we're looking at Uniswap is at 8.15 on that nice little big green deal candle. She got a breakout for Uniswap. Let me come to your 4 hour over here. We ain't got nothing going on over here. Let me clear this chart. Oh, gotta zoom out for the bigger picture, right? Uniswap, how high can it go? Well, we've seen it go at $44 at one time. Tokenomics, of course, have changed since then. I'm not even sure what the tokenomics are. I don't think they're as bad as a lot of the other ones, though. What are they on Uniswap? A lot of this was airdropped out. I actually got that airdrop. That blew my mind. I didn't even know that you could do that with crypto. And I heard about people getting it and was like, oh man, because I tried to use Uniswap with Ethereum and it was too damn expensive, and I wasn't going to pay $300 gas fee. I wasn't going to happen, or whatever it was. It was stupid crazy, but I had a failed transaction, and that qualified me for the airdrop, a failed transaction, and that was awesome. And some people got multiple airdrops because they knew about it. I just got lucky, and actually, I'd hoped to get something, but I didn't think I'd qualify. And it took me about 3 weeks to figure out that maybe I should actually check that. And there it was. Found it on my birthday. That was so cool. Uniswap, $8.50. It's got 1 billion tokens. 1 billion tokens. You know you can get up to 850. You know you can get up to $44 for a billion. What could you do with 10 billion? Pray that you might see $4 if you get a $5 billion market cap. So Uniswap. This one's an interesting one with the way that they're doing the, the regulations and everything. Uniswap can go back to its original plan, which was to share the transaction fees from the sites with the holders. I don't know the mechanism. I figured, you know, it could be done automatically because I think I see that being done without requiring you to do a stake thing, because I think that's a whole different mechanism. But I think they should do that. Big ass target I'm looking at, we got to get up and see how we react at $13. After that, I'll be looking at 1920. 1920, Sean. All right. There was 1920. I had it right on it. And then it's not. Oh well. We'll go with 1919. All right, higher high. Even low. That was a nice sign. You come back and you catch the same low area. Didn't go any lower. You got your double bottom, or did you? Right at it. Higher than this one. Well, I got head and shoulder to the. This is tricky for trend lines. I got to come over here. So we're at some. We're still below. So what are you? Can you catch? Okay. Do you have room to like expand over here? That's gonna be a bother there. Take it up to the bodies. Okay, let's just do that. Okay, that widens it up a little bit. So still, it's going to have to go slower over time unless it breaks in here. I don't see that happening. It may not be. I mean, it's good that it's going up and everything, but it may not be the move that we're hoping for just yet. Bigger moving averages look good. 50's up here. So I see it's getting a 923 short term. But at least now we can do this and look at the angle. Like it. I will take that. You respect my angle. That means that we are probably in some form of a channel. And I would have to assume that I'm going to lay it right up there to give me that idea. Opens us up. That does open us up to 13. Where did you bounce from, you my little Uniswap friend? A 618. Oh, tell me. Yeah. Oh, we're ready to party then. Okay. We got a few little targets to look for right here. Most notable one would be this 382 area. Negative 0.382, I think is what it is on that extension. That's my little cheater extensions there. And this one should be a nice target here, 1439. But I can see, I want to see if you can come up, and that's our one-to-one move right there. 15.3 from here. It's all math. Just math. The cool thing about this is this kind of math that you don't have to get out a calculator or pen and paper to figure it out. You just got to do a little geometry type of ideas, right? And there we go. It's kind of cool how that works out. Whether you want to use the fib tool to get that way or just a straight up measure move. Hopefully that makes some bells click in some of your heads tonight. Sometimes you have to hear this stuff and see this stuff over and over until it starts clicking in your head. Did for me. I've been watching people do things and like, oh, that's it, I don't know what to do it. And then, oh, I know what you're doing. Oh my God, I want to try that. And it's cool. I see some of you guys using some in the Telegram group. I see you guys using some of these techniques and getting them, and that makes me so happy that you found something that works for you, and two, that you understand it and find value in it. That, yeah, it does work, right? It's pretty cool, right? When you apply things, you know, with some kind of proper guidelines instead of just trying to, I don't know, free throw or throw flags and everything. If you got something, and it's not have to be complicated, but it can be that easy. We can get out all the tools, but it can be as easy. You can break it down this way. And of course I screwed up on I pulled my full pull there. It'd be easier to screw it up that way, but you can still do good with those. You can do a simple way, or you can do however you want to do. You can make this as easy or as complicated as you want to. I try not to make it too complicated, but I want to find out some more in-depth things. The fibs. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start getting into our coin request now. Thank you so much for being patient with me while we're only in an hour 19 minutes. I haven't done it yet because you suck, road dog. We're going to take a look at Neural AI. Is that it? Neural AI. I don't see you. Neural protocol. Neural AI right here. Oh, there's Neuralink. Crypto? What? Let's see. Mexi's got it. It looks like the ticker is NND. No. That's the neural net DAO. That's not it. Neural AI. Okay, it's on the Degens. It's not on the exchanges so much, right? Oh, there's several kind of close to it in there. All right, so Uniswap, you can get over at Uniswap. And let's look if I can get the USD pair here. Here we are. It's $1.81. Oh, it's a witch's hat in October. How fitting. You just gotta throw a little witch in there. Well, there you go. That's our witch's hat. Happy Halloween, everybody. So what's it doing? It at a bottom. Hopefully it can go lower though. Let's see what we can get out of here. Yeah, 886. You're at the 886. We want that 886 area to hold. So hopefully it will still. It's not nailing it though. Why are you just below it? I want to draw a trend line right underneath it. I'm not getting the exact. Yeah, but I want to respect what they're respecting because they've got. Well, maybe I should. We'll go with the exact fib. Keep it real. There we go. So we can gauge what's really going on. It doesn't. I'm not used to seeing them just do that. It makes me think I pulled my fib wrong, but I didn't. Like they're off a little bit. I don't like that. How much lower can you go? Down to here? Oh, you're at 189. She may be pushing back to retest. Hopefully not to go any further than this. Hopefully not to make a lower low than that. I would first look to see if it can catch bottom here. Because that was the lowest it's got on this time, right? And then you got to start looking at these guys over here too. But the 886 fib should, I mean, that it has been holding, right? And maybe it will continue. This cloud just looks kind of scary. Some of the indicators look kind of scary. It looks like the moving averages too. They're looking kind of scary here on the daily, like they just want to keep going down. Let me take a look at a bigger time frame here. So this one's gotten beat up. Here on the 8 hour, you got a green dot though. What's going on here? I don't see anything happening. Okay, let's go local. And let's pull our fibs. We should also be 886 in here too. And it's just not quite there yet. So if we want to look, I would see. Let's see if it will, see how well it might respect this area right here. So 185, we're at 189. I would expect to see something happen there. And here on the 8 hour, you're already starting to get the buy signals there. It's come down to the 4 hour. And that's looking good. Starting to get some bullish divergence forming. Maybe by the time it gets down here, we might have some. So to me, I think she's trying to bottom out in this area again. And I think she can come down. I would look at the 185 area. From there, some kind of bounce and breakout, and then you also have this trend line here, so she'll probably kind of a safe place to take an entry or add to your bags here. Yeah, or if you want to, you know, when momentum changes is when we break out of the trend line. So let me move that over here. So we might go sideways, but when we break out, that would be one of the best times to try to think about getting in my personal opinion. You front run and get a better price here, but she keeps going down. That would suck. But wait until it gets past the trend line. That's the first good sign that we got something. All right, let's see. This is the 4 hour here, and let's take a look at Clash. It's on Mexi, it's on Week, so it's starting to get it. George has got a coin that got it on the exchanges and he didn't have to pay for it. That's cool. They got that hot that they wanted it. It's still consolidating and hanging out, so that's kind of cool. Not exactly doing what COAI did. But we got a trend line right here, and we I don't like it. I don't like what I'm seeing. I think it's coming down. We got a trend line here. And yeah, that's also right where our 100 moving average is coming in. And I believe, what I can tell, that's probably where we're going to come down, and hopefully it will hold. But it looks like this one's getting ready to come down. Might have some shorters going on. Test the 618 area. Hopefully it will hold there in the 100 moving average. So we're kind of looking right here about 32 cents. I know, she's in a flag to the upside, right? Well, I mean, if you get a breakout of this trend line, great. But until then, they kind of make channels and look something out like that. It's getting a partial decline, but losing that 50 is kind of a thing. So I think it's got a good chance to come down here with what the cloud and everything's telling me. However, Ichimoku cloud, or not Ichimoku cloud, MACD and momentum wave. So you say it might be trying to break out. I wouldn't trust it. You're below the 50, and the bearish crosses of the moving averages there. I wouldn't trust it from what I can see. But maybe it'll do something. I'm still looking at 3.2 cents. And we're going into the weekend, low liquidity. I'd say it could have a good chance of that to happen over the weekend. Let's take a look at Tau. And that was another request. Oh, look at you getting a bump to the bump. So, I had you in some kind of Gartley or something. Let's see. However, you're good at it. What is that? So far, let me pull up a different chart. Tau. I don't want to erase that information because I'm watching that idea. But this is Tau. I don't feel like I got enough chart history on you. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Max C. Bear trap. Love those bear traps. Nice double bottom. We haven't looked at this one. I haven't looked at this one in a while since you broke here. Let's clear everything out so we can see what the chart looks like. Bearish cross on the bigger moving averages. Don't like that. Beneath 800, that sucks. It's trying to do something. Nice M. Well, that's good. That's cool. You retested the holding above the I should have bought more down here zone. So that was at 304. It's been holding that pretty good. That's good. So I'm looking at 389, and we need to get up to, if it's going to do something to make a higher high, that 618.527. I'm on the daily. Let's come over here and take a look at some of these indicators. Weekly starting to look better. I'm looking at the indicators daily, 3 days. Just that's a little old. That's already happened. That little green dot would have been a nice little indicator there that, hey man, something's getting ready to happen. And here it is on the 12 hour. 12 hours got the green dot floating there. So looks like for the next day or two that it wants to try to do something, push up a little bit for the next few candles here. I would say we'll say next few candles anyway. Trend line. So we're looking about the 400, try to move up toward 400 again, and I'd like to see it break out. Did he break out? Technically, I'd be looking at this as the breakout, retest, bump and run, and now we can take into consideration drawing this, and it looks like it's, maybe put you at the bodies there. Almost confirmed. Maybe it's my trend line, or maybe it just needs a little bit more time, but just trying to confirm a candle breakout here. That's a bearish cross. It's got work cut out to do. I'm not expecting it to just take off magically. Maybe it will. Seems like it's got some pretty good tokenomics too, right? Let's take a look at BitTensor tokenomics over here. Yeah, BitTensor. One of the reasons why I like it, 21 million. And just like what we looked at with Zcash, Horizon, and Dash. Yeah. Come on, baby. I need to check on my. I got my Tau staking. I haven't looked at it in a long time, but I put it over here. Oh, look! Did you? I think I earned a full Tau in my staking rewards if I read that right. So that's my bag that I kept off of spot margin. I wasn't going to move that over and play with it, and I'm glad that I didn't. Sometimes you get these ideas. I'll take some of this coin over here and put it down here, and we'll grow it, and it either takes way long or you screw it up. I've screwed up a few bags in this process with these market fluctuations. It has not been easy to be in altcoins this cycle. And we know why. Because we got in too early. You can get in late on these altcoins because they give all the gains back. Better to be in Bitcoin for the most part. I think we looked at Litecoin, right? Didn't we look at Litecoin? Yeah, we did. We looked at Zen. We haven't looked at COAI. That one's defying gravity. I'm not in it, but every time I come over and look at it, it's higher and higher, and I'm like, you gotta stop. At some point, you got and it still wants to go. COAI, where are your tokenomics? Chain Opera AI. You got $1 billion, and you're kind of at. I mean, we know that $1 billion. We know that we could probably see $40 out of this, $50 out of this. So is it? Oh my gosh! If I've got anything free over here, I might just buy one or two just so I can watch it and keep up with it. Because it just keeps going. It keeps going. $1 billion though, right? Are you gonna buy the top, Road Dog? It feels like you're buying the top, but every time I come back, it's never the top. My phone is not agreeing. It's not. You don't want me to do this? Let's try that one more time. All right, COAI. Are you in here? Market. COAI. We don't have you over here. I don't have it on my exchange. And maybe BitUnix has got it. Do you have it on BitUnix? There might be something. Maybe I can buy it on spot. COAI. COA. They do have it on spot and futures. And oh man. So you got it on futures and you're still going up? That's interesting. All right. Well, I'll have to go back and look at that later, I guess, and it'll probably continue to go up. What exactly are you? Empowers? I mean, are you layer 1 or something? Chain AI empowers collaborative intelligence through a network of AI agents, co-created and co-operated by the community. Built on a super AI app and a full strap AI infrastructure that supports creator economy for designing, distributing, and using AI agents. Sounds really interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, 28 people hanging out with me. We're just looking at this one on the 24th. It's crazy. She's still got some strength in her. I'm looking for this. Well, you should be getting close to it. You should be getting close to it. So I'm applying a little Elliott wave theory over here, and we're looking for our third wave to go to our 1618 pip extension there, or 161.8% for that particular tool. And so we should start butting our head over here. 1, 2, 3. Elliott? I want to let Elliott count. Yeah, Elliott seems to think you think the fifth wave is already there? Or the fifth wave is at the top? Yeah, same target. So we got that idea. And then maybe we can get an entry on this little sucker. It's got 1 billion coins, so that's kind of... She need to chill out. She need to chill out. Nice little channel idea that we're in right there. I need to break that little channel. So if COAI were to chill out, and that is the top, if it is, then we would start looking maybe around 429. Maybe we can get 354, but as bullish as it is, I kind of doubt it. So I'd be looking mostly here for a possible pullback, especially as bullish as it is. 200 moving average is down there too. Of course, by the time it gets down there, who knows? But that's kind of what we can kind of guess at. I mean, make it a dotted line so I know that it's not solid. It's not a solid idea at the moment. Not enough information to determine. 31 people hanging out with me. Thank you for hanging out, everybody. I appreciate you being here. And let me come back over to the chat here.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh, the only one that I haven't looked at that I meant to was Zora. I didn't look at Zora. And this is Zora. What are you doing, Zora? She finally came off her little lows down here about 5 cents, and now we're back up to where we were in September. Back up at an 8-cent area there. So I still got our target over here at 9. Let's make sure that everything. Why? Whoa. Okay. We're gonna have to. I haven't looked at this one since over here, I guess. When we lost it. All right, let's see what we got going on. Boom, that was so easy. That's a nice falling wedge. That's a big ass nice falling wedge. No matter how you look at it, your target on this little guy is going to be right here. And we'll put the little target there, the targetito. She can also do better, but that's our main target right there. If you wanted to take the measure move, we just follow this pattern all the way to the back. We will take this little guy and do this, and this is one way to do it. This is not the way that Thomas Bukowski says to do it. I'll show you that way in just a moment. But that takes us just a wee bit higher. We'll put you on there. And then the Thomas Bukowski method is that you go from the top to all the way to the bottom down here. So we just level it up. I'm just going to draw a straight line down and level it up with that. And there's about a 60% chance there Let me come over and just do this. We'll go to the falling wedge and we'll show you, because I gave you an instant. Oh no, wedge, falling wedge. You don't call it falling wedge, do you? You call it descending wedge. A descending wedge. A descending rod. No, it's just descending wedge. Descending. Dude. Oh my God. Are you telling me I can't bind you over here? Okay, let's just go with wedge then. Wedge. You do call it falling wedge. You just did it backwards. All right. So over here's the little tidbits about this. Percentage meeting price target for up-down breakouts. So for upward breakouts, 62% chance to meet its price target is what it says over here on the tiny number, tiny letters. So 62%. Well, that's kind of cool. So we could just take it up here to this 618 Fibonacci because that's right at 62%, right? Which is why I said pull your fib. And then we put this at the breakout and you're still, oh my God, you're still not doing it. Did I pull my fib right from Fibonacci? Did I screw that up? You should be lining up. Why is this not working? All right. Apparently I've got a mathematical miscalculation going over there. All right. We got a very similar measure move with Thomas Bukowski's way and just taking a standard, just a little bit longer than that. Right there. Let's take his measure move also, his technique. And we'll have a competition between the measure moves. And I got one over here labeled that Bukowski measure move right there. All right, well, measure moves have got us going over here at 12, and so 10 cents. I'm still looking at 10 cents, and we got 12 cents. And we just took out this little high right there for Zora. So let's imagine what it would be like if you FOMO'd in here and lost a little bit. Oh, now I'm down 20%, but oh, now I'm back up 20%. So not the greatest place to get, and you're stuck in the middle because you can go down and up. But knowing the falling wedge also has a good chance to have a retest of a breakout area somewhere back around 6 cents. Oh gosh, that stopped me out though. Don't know if it would be now if it goes up here and comes back, but it does. You might have another chance to get in down here at these juicy areas somewhere around 6 cents, let's say. 6 cents to 10 cents is 76% gain. 6 cents to the measure move is 100% gains from there. From where we are now, for those of you that already hit that buy button because you can't control your FOMO, that'd be only 45% gains to the measure move, but hey. Are you planning on coming down? She looked like she want to come down a little bit here. You broke a trend line. You broke a trend line. Bearish retest. Where are you coming back to, baby? Well, the 786. I hope you don't do a 786. Why would you do that? Did you do something? Did you do something kind of creepy over here? Did you? Yeah, 382, 127. Oh. And which one are you when you do that? Are you going to be the cipher or the shark? You're not the cipher. You could be the shark. Oh my gosh. All right. You may pull back on this one. I'm just saying there might be a bigger pullback on this one. We're looking for 886 retracement. Possibly. Let's watch and see on Zora. I don't want to see that happen. But we've got all our moving averages. They look beautiful too, but the 200 is down here, the 100 is down here. Far cry from the 50. We haven't lost the 50 yet, but that's usually the next one to go, right? We lose the 50, we're looking for the 100, and then we could be coming lower, so. Again, 886 fib level could be one possibility. We'll watch it. I would first be looking. Well, you're 786 right here. Zora. Squirrel! Oh no, what'd I do? Lost everything. Let's go, Zora! Zora will be huge on base, says Dave P. You know what's crazy? I'm not even sure what Zora does. So I find myself in the coins, I don't even know what they do. I'm just going by charts. 10 billion? Come on. You got 4 billion in circulation. 372. And you're at 8 cents, Zora. Were that many coins? Making me think you're overpriced. So we were talking about this earlier, right? There's only 4 billion. Now at least it's got 4 billion out. Close to half of the tokens out, right? But the other half will be coming in, which would automatically make this worth 4 cents instead of 8 cents, right? I mean, in that, but as they trickle down, frog in a boiling pot of water, man, it makes it harder to move. It makes it harder to move at the point. And we're starting to get into the area where we'll start feeling that a little bit. We get into $500 million market cap, start getting up to $1 billion, which would be a 3x from here. If this goes up to like 20 cents or something. Just maybe get kind of waterlogged at that point. I don't know. But what do you do, Zora? That's what I came over here to find out. Zorko. Sparks, ARCs. Oh, Sparks are now ETH. We now show balances, prices, and ETH. Sparks were always just the ETH. Now we're showing you the real thing. Nothing challenged. What? Ooh, we're HODL. Original gas fees. That's cool. What did I walk into? I think we can relate. So NFTs, I get what? What are we looking at here? Okay. I'm not. I've seen this before. I think I've seen somebody else do it. Or visit this. I've never actually visited this. That's kind of crazy. What was all this do? Hook up your wallet. I can add a wallet. I can put a bell note on if I'm hooked up to my wallet. Log in. Why I gotta log in? With my wallet? Okay, that makes sense. What's this guy? Preferences, login. Alright, so that's the Zora website. Well, I'm glad it's doing something because it looked dead for a minute. Please sing the song. I'm going to puke. Oh, it's ending. Which one was it? Now I can't remember what song it was. Okay, hold your ears. I gotta rewind it and hear what the last one was. Oh, that one. Okay. Gotcha. Sorry. I just got a playlist and they're just playing out there. Diaz, how's it going? Great to hear you. Thanks for a dog. Always be a fan. Thank you, Diaz. I appreciate you. Lead to Satoshis, welcome to the fan club. That gives you access to some of the private membership videos over on here on YouTube. Poner kills all trolls. Did he look at Orderly? I have not looked at Orderly. I will take a look at that. Let me come over here and make sure I'm not missing any of the super chats or anything. Okay. Well, Poner, there we go. Can you look at Orderly? There's yours. Right there we go. All right. Well, let's take a look at Orderly right now. Or Orderly. And I guess we'll look here. Oh, snap. What happened to you? We're on the 15-minute. There we go. What do we got going on here? We made an M shape. Oh, what did you do? 113. Let's go from here. A 1-5. Really? Well, you're almost at our target here. We're going to be looking at this 786 area. It's a nice trend line that it broke right there. This would be a look at this huge measurement. There, you already missed that one. All right, so pardon me, just one moment, if you will. All right, I am back. So it looks to me like you're almost there. And I believe we got ourselves a godly pattern here, harmonic pattern. I learned how to draw with this tool. It overlaps with what I've done, and it's expanding my knowledge on some of these fib tricks here to help us nail these targets or why they work. Is another way to look at them. And I find it kind of fascinating. It used to just give me a headache to think about. What? I don't get it. But this 28-cent area, and the thing about this, the harmonic setups right here, they have a very, very high chance, very high success rate of playing out. And what you typically see is M patterns. You're playing the M patterns, and you're finding the reversal areas, and you see the price will come down here, or should. We'll say should. Phrase it that way. We should be seeing. I'm trying to draw, baby. Let me draw. Should be coming down here, and then most likely there's a couple of scenarios we got, right? A type 1 where we bounce and we go, or you get the type 2 scenario where they come back and do a double bottom down here, right? You get an M, you get a W. Either one of those two situations there. So you could have, you get double dip down here. A lot of times we do that. So we're looking for a 786 retracement right back to about 27 cents, about 3 more cents down. Then it should possibly start bottoming out at that area, right? And I would gander that you probably got a little bit of an angle. And I want to come up here and see if I can get it over here. Well, that way I think we had it. So yeah, see how that works? And then we would be in like a channel. So we should be bottoming out shortly, and then we can start working on going to back up to 50 cents. So getting back down there, so that's 71% gains to come back up to the target, right? Not bad. And maybe she'll make a higher high, but our targets actually, when that happens, we're looking at 36 cents, and of course these guys here, your main target is just come back to about this 44 cent, and we might be working with, if this is our Gartley, then we could even break out of the zone. This is a bullish pattern right here. All right, let me come back to the chat here. So we got that one taken care of. Oh, the one that says daddy. I'm sensitive. Oh, I gotcha. Always says the mothership is here and you can only pay in crypto to get in. Which one do they accept? All right, 28 people hanging out. Got a few coins that I want to take a look at. These I am not familiar with at all. I've heard of one of them. These are some that Tokenmetrics have recently picked for AI, or for I think more investing here. I have not heard. We're going to take a look. They're kind of out there. Is that right? POMIT. No, there is. POMATO. It's on Solana. This one's Degen. They do a lot. I think they do a lot of this DEX stuff. They're really getting in early, huh? What does this look like? Pomado? This is no. Maybe it's trying to do something, but no. Let's take a look at SIS. Now this one's on exchanges, right? This one should have some more stuff. Symbiosis. This one looked interesting to me. So I want to see what it's doing. She just pumped up to 12 cents and now she's pulled back to 7.9. She's on a nice rounded bottom. This is an opportunity to get in on this one. Let's find out a little bit about this. It's SIS, Symbiosis. Because if it's on the pullback, we're at entry right now, right? $6 million market cap. 100 million. Maximum supply. Circulating supply is 81 million. Most of them are out there. We're at the bottom. All right, so what is it? What is it? Symbiosis Finance. Swap tokens across different chains. Okay, well, that's cool. Let me go back over here real quick. Symbiosis stands out by offering a user-friendly experience reminiscent of Uniswap, eliminating the need for additional wallets, wallet waiting periods, or extra steps during swaps. So we can look at it like a Uniswap kind of deal, right? Exchange, a decentralized exchange token. Decentralized multi-chain liquidity pool, facilitate teams, seamless token exchanges across various blockchain networks. And that's a cool. So you can trade across different chains, and that's becoming more common. You can stake it. What's the rewards? %25 staking rewards. Okay. What is what else you got over here? Let me get an example. Choose a token. So you go with the network. Okay, so if I wanted to trade Tron on or something on Tron for something on Ethereum or whatever, you can trade between chains this way. So that's kind of a cool thing. If you want to take something, I'm assuming that you could also get Bitcoin. Is that right? Yeah, okay, you got Bitcoin. You better have Bitcoin. So if you want to take some of these coins and switch them over into Bitcoin, that would be an easier way to do it. But whatever's on these. Okay, well that's cool. It's a way to do it without having to do all the bridges and all that old-fashioned stuff. So that's kind of cool. Because I got Uniswap on BNB, and I've also got Uniswap on I think on Ethereum. And if I wanted to move it one of them over to another one, I could do something like this to do it without having to use a bridge or going through all the old ways. All right, so that's kind of cool. Symbiosis. This is one that Tokenmetrics. Let me go ahead and pull it up just to show you my sources of information here. I was just looking over here on the investor side, and where did I? What, it wasn't here? Yeah, it is. They put into their little portfolio that they got going on 7% Symbiosis. And I was just looking to see how the things was performing, and that seems to be one of them that's up. A lot of them that they put into didn't work out so good. Some of them down 71%. Doge Killer Leash, Tommy is down 63%. But Push Protocol, which we're going to look at too, Symbiosis, they're both up. But this one went up and then she pulled back. Now this one's looking really interesting to me. This one took off and now she's come back. Higher highs, higher lows. Another higher high is going to come. Or that's what we're looking for as we're starting to in our expansion phase here, right? Nice rounded bottoms, and these will go crazy, right? The rounded bottoms, we come in and we're squeezing, and then we come and we start expanding. And this is like one of the most beautiful setups in all the markets, and when you can get in on one of these dudes. So you would be looking at it at 12 cents, say, I missed it. Oh my gosh, I gotta wait till it pulls back to 9 cents. No, it's all the way back here to just like you didn't miss the move at all. And I'm feeling the FOMO for this one. This one's making me want to do something. Let me take a look at the Look, it was a flag to the upside. They just keep making it. You just keep drawing. You just keep watching that flag until it turns into whatever it turns into, right? That's how it all starts, right? Everybody's looking the flag to the upside. It's not. Well, that's okay. No, it's now. It's this, and it can be, but I mean, I think one of the things I can't get into is when somebody they have a poll and they just have a line going up. I guess I understand what they're trying to do. I think they're trying to say we're going to look for consolidation, although I don't think they explain it well, because it took me a long time to kind of, why are you doing this stuff? And they're just making flags out of somewhere. So I guess they're trying to say just look for, because when you do get a move up, you do consolidate, right? But to me, being taught to immediately look for a flag just makes you automatically bullish, and that just bites you in the ass. I don't know. This is gonna be tricky to pull. I'm gonna come down here to this low. You're at the 786 now, right? It is so tricky to get a good, because it was a curve, right? I think I'm gonna have to zoom out. I think I'm gonna have to zoom out and try a different method, because that's just going to be too. Here's what we can do. Hard to go wrong with that one, from the very bottom to the very top. Can't really argue with the logic behind that one. So 618 retracement, baby. 77 cents. Now she may come down here and consolidate and be boring for a while. I'm not sure, or they don't just normally just bounce right back up there. But this is a good place to start accumulating this again. My personal opinion. There may be a little bit of a rubber band effect here. I don't know, but. I'm seeing you just right where I am wanting to get in on you. Deep retracement. You're almost there. Almost to 77 cents. Are you on my exchange? Ah, you are. Symbiosis is over on my exchange. Okay, let me put a star on you. I really need to free up some capital. How you doing, Zcash? You're at 131 now, so beautiful. I want to take some profit on Zcash, and I want to put some into Symbiosis over here, just a little bit. Get a little nibble started here, and then I'll look at it later on the stream, or after the stream here. Symbiosis. There you go. So you're so close to my target. I'm just going to get me a little nibble in there. All right. I'm going to check you out later. Okay. All right. So I found that one's kind of interesting. And the other one I was going to look at with those on Tokenmetrics is push. Now let me get out to the 4-hour time frame. I feel like I just heard this song. This is push protocol. KuCoin's got it. What are you doing? It's on the bottom. I don't know anything about this one. It's just that you talk about taking a risk on the bottom. It's at 3 cents right now. What do we got over here? Push protocol. Let's find out a little bit of information about it. 3 cents, $2.7 million market cap. You little Degens looking. Ooh, 100 million tokens. 100 million, not a billion. 100 million. Not 40 billion, not 10 billion, not 420 trillion. 10 billion. Push protocol. It's a protocol. It is built in the world's first open communications layer for the Web3 ecosystem. First for Ethereum and then for layer 2s and other blockchains. Protocol enables smart contracts, dApps, and traditional servers to send notifications to tied wallet addresses of the users in a platform agnostic fashion. That is, notice can be integrated and shown on any crypto wallet, mobile apps, or extension or dApps. I'd rather just go to the website and see what you got going on here. Any chain, any app, all users, one push chain. The first layer 1 built for universal apps. Build and deploy once on board from any. What does your token do? But what do you do? Testnet. I mean, it's cool that you're so early. That would be the biggest play for me would be because you're so early with such a small market cap. But, and maybe it can go up to, you know, if it goes up to $100 million market cap, you got a 50x. Will it go up to a $50 million market cap though? Is there that much of a demand for it? Can it get that much attention? That I don't know, but I find that interesting. Where are you located? You're on MEXC. You're on COINEX. Well, let's take a look at that chart again. At a very, very bottom, could I put 20 bucks into this thing just to see what we can do? What was your all-time high and all-time low? Let's see what we got over here. Holy crap. All-time high was 4 years ago. It was $8.73. I didn't know it was around last cycle. I don't remember this one at all. But it got up to $8 for 100,000 coins. Okay. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the FOMO. We're going to have to I'm feeling it. And it's midnight, isn't it? Oh snap! I'm feeling it now. I'm feeling it. We're gonna gizmo out. That was a death cross there. Is there a chance you can go? How much lower could you possibly go? You bounced off of that. You've held that. This is push. I'm gonna grab me a little nibble of this, and then I will examine this later. This is how I get too many coins that I'm in, just like this. My goodness. So I mean, I didn't even put that much in it at all. But $10 can get you about 300 tokens. And I don't know if it will ever see $8 again. I see her in this little hockey stick, also looking like a nice big squeezing falling wedgie there. 68% chance these break to the upside. That's actually true. This is a great place for it to start flipping them ribbons, you know. Matter of fact, here on the 4 hour, we might already start seeing that happening over here. Nope, no such luck. They flipped the other way. That's scary. Gotta see what they're doing. There's some, I don't see how you can go down. But 3 cents is not far from zero. Not going to lose as much. More to gain than to lose, in my personal opinion. I think she's making a nice little formation here. You're doing that other one we saw. Remember this? We just saw another. I said it was the first time I ever seen them upside down. Here's another one. Oh no, you're like a triple bottom. You're not. Yeah, you. Oh, that is kind of like the Dirty Sanchez. It does the same thing, doesn't it? I didn't. Okay. The other one that we saw that did this very similar formation here had a really good go of it. Will this one? I don't know, but what we can do is follow this little trend line here and wait to a breakout, and that maybe at 3.5 cents and start seeing that we're starting, or wait till we get a higher high. Some of you guys might be wanting to do that. Wait till we get to 4 cents or something. 4 cents to $8, 3 cents to $8. Even if you wait till it gets up 5 cents before you get in after it clears, that would be a smart move. That would be a smart move. However you want to trade it, even if you want to trade it, just getting out of this zone here at 5 cents. And let's zoom out and take a look at where you were and where you could be going. Where was this? This was February 23. This was April 24. This is as high as we've been this cycle. Well, I mean, since the bull market started anyway. You couldn't tell this one's been in a bull market at all yet. That's 36 cents. That's as high as you went last year. Really? So I don't know. I mean, if it does do something, this is March 22. I mean, technically, we would be going over here to our high, and there's only 345 here. It's not even the $8 target. What if we can get up to $2.14? That'd be 218,000% gains. Are you? That's crazy. Oh, wait a minute. Make sure I get one from 3 cents. No, okay, this is better. It's more like 6,000% gains. That's like a 60x. We're looking for 50x, 60x's. This is the only way that you can get 25, those 25, 50, 100x things is getting in on little things like this at bottoms like this. And it doesn't make you feel too confident unless you're just kind of feeling the little greed, like, oh man, the possibilities. That's all I can say. This is a degen play. This is this is a pretty cool degen play. If it does something, if it comes back and does something, we may have to sit on this one for the next 2 months and wait. I mean, I don't know. To me, I think I'm going to try. I'm going to nibble in it. You don't. The cool thing about it is you don't have to. You shouldn't put too much money here. Like, I'm gonna put 20,000. Hell, man, you put 20,000 in here, you've already blown it up to 25 cents, or you've spiked it up there, and watch it come on back down. But you can put in a little and nibble a little and build up a bag on it. I mean, like I said, you could get 300 of these for 300, and we go to what's our target? What was it? $2. If you had 300 at $2. Your $10 could turn into, was it $600? Yeah, I wouldn't mind sewing in about $100. Very on the low lows while she's down here. Maybe. That's interesting. Okay, yeah, that one got my degen all riled up right there. William Marcel says, people once ate arsenic to improve their skin in the late 19th century. It was said to get rid of freckles and blackheads. Really? Well, whose idea was it first, though? Agree. The ocean and the moon speak and argue. I feel like I'm missing something. Wow, you're blowing my mind. Hey, if you found one thing to rabbit hole, my job here is done. Cody Marshall says a 73-0 bottle of French Burgundy became the most expensive bottle of wine ever sold at auction in 2018, going for $558,000. A bottle of 1945 Romani Conte sold at Sotheby's for more than 17. That's crazy. To the moon. Did you know octopuses have 3 hearts? Scotland's national animal is the unicorn. Really? And honey never spoils. That is true. It doesn't, does it? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've been going for, oh wow, more than 2 hours. I don't know how these streams go so long. Just get into the charts and I lose it. Thank you so much for hanging out. We're going to take another look at Bitcoin as she continues. She dropped. She dropped again. Bitcoin. Did you? What chart was I looking at? Was it you? Okay. I'm on the 6-minute time frame for Bitcoin. You're holding really good. You're holding really good, Bitcoin. Look at that. So she came up. Where's my red line? Oh, I erased my whole damn chart. That's right. I did. I'll no longer have that little red line there. That's okay, though. We got the green one down here. Well, I kind of feel better if I had that red line, to be honest with you. Swing low, swing hard. Tell me where I need to buy. The old red line, the 236 Fibonacci. Right there. And that's a bearish retest of it so far. But we didn't come down for a lower low. We're hanging at that 382 fib area is still hanging on. And the cloud is getting a lot thicker and it's starting to look like she's trying to do a little something here. That 382 fib is holding. And we established the 382, right? For just local targets based on this move. That could take us back to 122, 123. It's still not a higher high though. We talked about this earlier in the show, right? Where we could be coming up and then rolling over. So I'm curious to see how this plays out, but that's strong. And yeah, we got a lower low, but we've also got the old falling wedgies. Now the falling wedge, she can go for a while. That's the sad thing. When you take these lines and you point them to an apex, that means you put them to a point. The general rule for the falling wedge is that they usually break out at least somewhere about 75% of the way into the pattern. So we divide this, divide it in half, and then divide that in half, and that kind of puts us about right over here about October 15th. Now that would suck for us to follow into this wedge, but we can break out sooner. But I'm just saying, you could be looking for consolidation in the wedge if that's what we're doing here for a while, if that's what we're playing. If we're looking at this idea, it's just might as well know about that now, right? They can break out sooner or later, but a lot of times you'll see them go 3/4 of the way in to the apex before they do break out. Since we're on trivia, Bitcoin. I just want to get a big old bag of you cheaply, but I don't want my altcoins to suffer in doing it. Total 3. You're looking kind of ballsy. You're looking kind of interesting here. This was yesterday, the 1 24-minute, and we've come up higher. Well, we haven't made a higher high yet, but we made a higher low from what we had here, and hopefully we're trying to break back into a trend line. Is that right? Let's zoom out. What's going on over here? That was a main trend line right there. Are you trying to? And you also got this trend line here going. We got a little squeezy going up. And Ichimoku Cloud, what are you saying? You're in the cloud. We don't want to be in the cloud, especially in a rollover. That sucks. You're tilting up. Are you hinting that we could bounce out of here, though? Is that what you're saying? I hope so. If this trend line be true and holding up, then maybe we can shoot for a higher high. I hope so. But let's keep our eyes on this. Is there anything else here? Let's check our indicators and everything. Getting tired on the daily for total 3. That's not good. We're heading into the weekend. I don't want this to break down. Let's see, is there a head and shoulder pattern? A lot of people will be looking at head and shoulders over here. And you can say that's legit. So maybe a complex head and shoulders, but it looks like it broke down and coming back up to retest. So what should be happening here is that it should be rolling over, but will it? I don't want it to. Doesn't mean it's going to do what I want. 2 hour looks like she's trying to do a little something here. Pushing up a little bit. I'm trying to invalidate. We can't invalidate the head and shoulder if we get past this high here. So on your altcoins, it's telling us take profits when you can, baby, while you can. See if we can push on up here to about 1.15 trillion. That would be nice. Get above that trend line and hold it. That'd be even nicer. So we got a bearish pattern. We got several different bears. I did rising wedge. You can see this is a rising wedge, but we're going to break to the upside or downside of it. If you get back into this other pattern, which I think is also a rising wedge, that should be a strong move. That should. Tomorrow, I think, is going to be an interesting day as we go into what I believe is Friday. It's the day. Oh, today's this is coming into Friday. See what they will do. See if they will pump us up into a Friday and what they do on the weekend. It's starting to feel more and more to me like what the price action that we used to, like the Sunday dumps and things like that. Like they switched up the thing. Now Wednesday seems to be the new Sunday to me. And it feels like that's what they've been doing the last couple of weeks, making their plays that they do on Sunday and pulling them into the middle of the week. And then what the things that they usually do on Wednesday and pumping us up and everything that they started doing over through the weekends. In the weekends, I think this is kind of interesting. We've done that for a couple of weeks now, and I don't know if this is going to be the week that they switch it up totally different. We'll get a feel of what kind of trap that they're setting up tomorrow by the price action. Because that's just what the market makers do. They're setting you up for a weekend trap. Usually lately they've been wanting to run us up on Friday, and then maybe we dump down a little bit. Except for those last one, they just kept it going. Crazy market makers. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see if we can make some money tomorrow out here, taking profits when we can do it. On what we can do. And hoping that we start getting a little bit more love out of some of these gosh darn altcoins. Bitcoin ain't happy. They ain't going to be happy, but I would like to see Bitcoin happy today. It'd be nice to see Bitcoin maybe catch a little something here. Even if she doesn't make her higher high over here, just to get it back up a little bit. That would be nice. You can roll us over on the weekend or something, but I would like to see us come back up about 123. That would be nice. That would be nice. You're not telling me you want to do it here though, are you? Why are you putting a red dot there on the 2 hour? You suck. Stop it, Bitcoin. Get bullish. You're at a 382 fib. You could pull this off. You got a red cloud ready to ride above. Come on, Bitcoin. Don't fall. Don't fall for this trick. Don't do it, baby. Don't let that be your ABC. So we got your little 5 ways up and 1, 2, and then there could be another one. If it comes down, we want to keep an idea for a higher lows as much as we can until we actually just break this little level over here. And then that's when we got to be looking at 117. But right now, she's giving us hope that she's trying to do something a little more bullish. Like maybe we got a channel idea that we can come up here. Let's see what they do tomorrow and Friday. Later tonight, we should start seeing what they're planning on doing. But I think that they're going to pump us up tomorrow. That's what I'm kind of seeing. I just don't think that we're going to get as far. So to me, if I had to make a guess, I would think that we're going to be pumping up to about 123, hopefully, with their fingers crossed. And then they might start playing their games on the weekend. But if we can take advantage of that, we got that on their side. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. I'm going to the end screen and visit there for a minute and catch up on the chat. And I'll see you on the next one.
Yesterday, I thought my profits were here to stay.
A rainbow in Venus is called a glory. They appears as a series of colored concentric rings. Well, wouldn't, if they make rings, wouldn't that be a glory hole? I've just heard that word before. It sounded like it fit.
My funds half of what they used to be.
Hey, Joe. You're still here, Joe. You're hanging in there tough, my man. Awesome. I figured you would have passed out by now. I know I would. I was like, is that the glory hole comment?
Crypto dreams were just a trade away. Now I'm stuck with losses every day. Oh, I believe in yesterday.
Glittering Marshmallow said, all the clocks in Pulp Fiction are set to 420. Looks like we're going to have to rewatch the film to prove it. Oh, wow, man. So, yeah. COAI. That one should be chilling out. Let me see if it chilled out. Big one dumps. It should. Definitely. Where did we look at you? I forgot where I did you. Are you right at that 618? Are you going to keep going? You know what they say, if you get to the 1618 and she don't stop, you just let her ride. Oh my God, can you do that? Oh, okay, you still got some, if you do it. Are you going to break through this? Am I going to... I don't have you over there, do I? COA. That's right, my exchange doesn't have you. CO. Dang it. Which is going to win? The Fibonacci or the price action? Sure looks like price is trying to bust up above that. There you go, Bitcoin. There you go. There you go. Giving us a little something there. What's going on? Stop that! That's actually bullish. 100 crossing over 200. That's technically bullish. What I see happening here on these moving averages, what the potential that I see happening here on the smaller time frames for these moving averages is that they're getting really close together. That means that we could start flipping them. That's the smaller time frames are actually starting to make me feel a little bit more bullish. Now here we're on the 1 minute, and we got them all. We're all mixed up there. They're not like spread out or anything. We're all here. It's at the perfect place to start flipping, and that's why I think that we can get bullish at least over tomorrow. And you see the bigger ones have not, like I'm on the 6 minute again. They're still down, but when we get back up here, then we're starting to look at getting to flipping them, right? If we can get up to 123, we might be flipping them on the smaller time frames here. That would be cool. Good night, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Happy trading. I've been going long with some layered and tight stop losses, especially on some of these altcoins that look like they're trying to do something. And well, so far, it's been kind of cool. And stop losses are important in case they want to dump us tonight or tomorrow morning or something. You know, you walk out of this without having your ass handed to you. Good night, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night, John Boy.